Is the Canon RF 35mm lens the best all-around budget lens for 2025? Let's find out. My name is Andrew and this is Parts in Tech, where we review some of the world's most popular electronics, tools, and appliances. Today we're talking about the Canon RF 35mm lens. We're gonna talk about what it's good for, what it's not good for, some of its pros and some of its cons, and where it falls short. Check, check, check. My first impressions on the build quality. It is a Canon RF lens. It's the newer line of Canon lenses. It works for the RF mount series, more the mirrorless cameras. It's a great build quality. It's a good build quality. It's not poor, it's not bad at all, but it's not the Canon L lens like build quality or series or line. It does a very good job, as you can see here. Everything kind of moves very smoothly. The focus ring and the selector here. This is kind of a customizable selector ring that you can use and customize. The build quality is very nice. The switches here, they work nice. They work well, just like that. It does a good job. It does feel plasticky. This lens is not made to be the Canon L series. This lens is not made to be the most top-of-the-line, highest-end lens. This is a budget-friendly lens. This is an affordable lens that does a very, very good job at getting the job done. It is a versatile lens. At 35mm, this lens is great for portraits. It's really, really good for portraits. It's also really good for landscape. It's a really cool sweet spot at 35mm that you can use it for a lot of different things. This is a very good everyday lens, a walk-around lens. It has a lot of great things going for it. It's cheap, it's affordable, it does a good job. The image quality is sharp. It's a fixed focal length at a 35mm, which gives it a very really sharp look to the image. It looks great. The f-stop on the lens, it's a 1.8 lens, so it gets really good bokeh and blur in the background. It does a very good job in low light situations. It does a phenomenal job in low light situations. It's a great all-around lens. Like, I love this lens. But some of the cons, and really who it's not for, is it's not for somebody who wants to go out and buy the best lens that there is. That maybe this is your full-time profession. Maybe you're a full-time wedding photographer and you have to have the best of the best of the best. This is not gonna be the lens for you. This is a lens that's great for somebody who maybe on a budget, or just maybe this isn't your full-time lens. Maybe this lens barely comes out of your bag and you don't use it that frequently. Well, this is a great option for you. This lens does have the STM autofocus motor, which means that it is very fast at autofocus. It has a bright f1.8 aperture, which makes it great for low light and artistic and creative shots. It also has 5 stops of image stabilization, which mixed with your in-camera stabilization means that you can get some ultra smooth footage. One of the best parts is that it is a very light lens, so you're not gonna get worn out hiking all over Kingdom Come with a 2-pound lens attached to your camera, breaking your back. No, this is a very light lens and it makes it very enjoyable to use. A few of the cons of this lens are that it is a little plasticky. It doesn't feel extremely well built or anything like that. It's a budget lens, and that's okay if that's what you're looking for. The other things are around the edges. When you're shooting kind of like large buildings maybe, where there's straight lines, you can begin to see around the edges a little bit of distortion. And that's just because, again, this is a budget lens. But you can fix that in After Effects or in Photoshop or in Lightroom. Please don't try to fix a photo in After Effects. I guess you could if you're shooting video with it. You could fix that in After Effects and Premiere and whatnot. But those are really the only cons that I have with this lens. It's an awesome lens. So if you're somebody who wants to save some money but still get a really solid lens at 35mm, a sharp lens, a very fast lens, a bright lens that won't break the bank, go pick one up. Thanks for watching. Make sure you like, follow, and subscribe.